Hi, I'm Judy Gammett, the owner of Dogs Can Dance, and I just finished one of my internet coaching sessions with a long-distance team, and we were working on backing up to a mat. Her saying back and the dog backing up to a mat, which is a great way to practice backing up to a target. But the dog kept curving off one direction. And I wanted to just remind everyone of the biomechanics of backing. First of all, if they usually back up straight and they're not that one day, realize backing is a front end action. You're pushing off with the front end. Back legs are catching. So if one arm or elbow is stronger than another, it's probably going to push off a little harder. Or if they're trying to protect that joint, they're not going to put as much pressure on that elbow. So just realize that there's times when dogs' bodies don't feel that great, and it could be just a biomechanical thing at that time. But the bigger point I wanted to make for my handler was that dogs that we train eye contact with will try to line up with where your eyes are. So if the dog is curving off and you're following them with your eyes and your head, you're encouraging that curve. Okay? If you want them to go straight and their body starts curving off this way, do not resist. Keep that resistance of staying on your point, because they very likely will come back to try to align up where your eyes are. Okay, I've done this many, many times with my dogs and also dogs in class. I'll say, no, counter it with your shoulders and your eye focus. Look to where you want them to go. Don't yield to them curving off, because they're going to see, no, her eyes aren't there. I got to realign with where her eyes are. Or his eyes are, if you're a male handler. So really think about that. When you're working on backing, figure out what you need to do to help your dog go straight. Whether it's your shoulders turned a little bit, or your focus aiming the counter direction to help them learn to line up to the point that you really want. So that's all. I just wanted to share that tip with you here for January on backing. If you have questions, post your questions in the comments, and I'll be glad to address them as a question of the week.